Hello there everybody, welcome to the Joe's Bus Train Plane Lift Adventures YouTube channel, and today's video is going to be the 49 going from Solihull to Rubery Great Park, which is over Frankley way, and this is operated by NXWM from the Yardley Wood depot, and I hope you enjoy the trip. So we are just coming out of Solihull, and as you probably know, the route on Google Maps, the red line, doesn't show it as accurate. So we are now gone back to the roundabout where we were earlier, and we are now going to be heading back on ourselves, this time to head to the Rubery Great Park complex. So enjoy the journey. So we've just gone under the bridge of Solihull railway station, and we're just going past the Solihull College and University Centre. So we're in Solihull. And we're heading for Rubery. Now, the 49 route did go to Northfield in the past, but it's been shortened to Rubery Great Park. So if you want to get to Northfield, you have to change in the Rubery area to gain connections to Northfield. Or there is also there is other routes that you can get to Northfield. So we're heading. So we're now on the Solihull Road. So this is the Solihull Road. So we're heading for So we're just now right by Morrison's at Shirley. Well, was Morrison's. So we're now in Shirley. So there was a Morrison's here, but there's a Renault garage, and of course there's an Iceland, and of course there's an Aldi. So we're now in Shirley town centre. So this is Shirley town. So there's an Asda here as well in Shirley. Now, if we go back a few years back, and here are the shops. So quite a few shops here. Good row of shops. There's a Costa Coffee and a Nando's, and this complex here wasn't there before, because if you go back like a few years ago, there was a Thomas Cook travel agents, but as you know, Thomas Cook was demolished. And of course, there is a shop here that used to be Adam's Kids back in the day. That's where Adam's Kids used to be. And of course, for those people who liked a bit of Woolworths, yes, there was a Woolworths located in Shirley. And everyone loved Woolworths, especially the pick and mix. And shame that Woolworths closed along with Adam's Kids in 2008, because that's when the companies entered administration. But however, Adam's Kids carried on with a few briefs, but now they're no longer trading on the high street because of competition with other retailers that they could no longer compete. So anyway, back to the route. We're now in we've just come out of Shirley, and we are now heading now. So we're now going by a row of shops. And we're now by Shirley railway station. So this is Shirley station. So we're now at Shirley Station. And we're now on the aqueduct road. So we're now by Solihull Lodge. So we're now away from Solihull now. And so you may think that this is a high street, but it's just a road called High Street. So we're now come on to Birmingham region because we're now on the Maypole lane, and this is going to take us to Maypole. And there is connection at Maypole anyway for if you want to go to Northfield, because you've got the 19 route, and right here's the Sainsbury's supermarket here at Maypole Sainsbury's. So here we are at Maypole. So then, guys, this is Maypole right now, and we're now going on to Druids Lane. And Druids Lane is not far away from Druids Heath, which is on the 50 service that runs from Birmingham to Druids Heath. However, Diamond also do the 50, but only between Birmingham and Maypole. The Druids Heath section, which I was talking about, is operated by NXWM. Of course, the 150 service used to run to Birmingham, but it only goes as far as King's Heath. And that was operated by Johnson's XL Bus, but when Diamond took over, they shortened it to King's Heath only. So anyway, we are now in Druids Heath, and we're now heading... and we're now heading along these tight turns. So as you know, this is south of Birmingham. So we're now south of Birmingham, and this is the Druids Heath section now. So remember, guys, more and more videos are coming soon on Joe's Bus Train Plane Lift Adventures, and we are really happy to say that we are doing really well here on the channel, and more videos will come along, of course. So here we go. We're now over Walker's Heath, so we're now on the Redditch Road. So we're now on Pershall Road South. Now, this was the section of the old 146 route, if you remembered. The 146 that used to run from Redditch into Birmingham. And that was a great old Midland Red route. But sadly, in 2020, the route was withdrawn for good. And that was coming to a close, seeing all these old routes going. And the 144 going, which had been a long-standing Midland Red alongside the 110. Well, the 144, which was the first bus, the Salt Road route from Birmingham to Worcester, that's now gone completely. But however, it only runs from Worcester to Catsill. And this means there are no more Birmingham services, no more central Birmingham services into the Worcestershire County. Because if you want to do that, you have to change on the outskirts. They're just no longer into the centre of Birmingham. So that's a shame, really. But apparently it was due to obvious reasons. But however, I will be updating more and more videos here on Jersey Bus Train Play and Lift Adventures. Anyway, we're now at Westheath. So this is the West. So we're now at Westheath. So this is the Westheath Island, and this was where the old 42 route used to come, which ran from Hollymoor Way, which they changed to the 54, which is now the 55, and that's operated by the custom operator. That was also in part of the old. That was also in part the old NXWM 10S. Okay then, here we are. We're now at Longbridge. So welcome to Longbridge, everyone. And so we're now at Longbridge. So welcome to Longbridge. And welcome guys to Rednall, as we are turning into the Great Park Complex just by the Morrison supermarket, best to be known as Rubery Morrison's. Here we are, Morrison's Rubery.